Hey, good evening. This is Nicolina Nix, and I took a little hiatus. I took 2 weeks off and regrouped a little bit, but I'm back, and we're going to be back on track and doing this regularly again. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're listening. Today, the show is called the The Bucket and the Fuck It List. And
amen.
And I'm here again with my amazing co-host, Judith Edwards. We're going to talk a little bit about, what's been going on out there. No set topic, but, the bucket and the fuck it list for us comes as, there comes a certain time where we think we're getting too old, and there's so much that we regret not doing. And we sat down in a conversation and decided that we're going to do this. and not only we're going to do this, but we're going to do this in another endeavor that we're picking up in. We've talked about before. It's called Dirty Girls Comedy.
Woohoo!
And I'm pretty excited about it. Our first show is going to be on July 28th, tentatively, 2017. So we're really looking forward to that. We're going to hopefully be getting out there and doing some press releases, maybe some radio stations, and definitely promoting ourselves. It's a month away. So stay posted. We'll be posting it on Women, Wit, and Wine, and we'll be creating another page called Dirty Girls Comedy, of course. So welcome, Judith. Yay!
Hey!
So
you introduced me.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I said I'm here with my amazing co-host, Judith Edwards.
Well, I have not really had that much wine. I could blame it on the wine, but it's not. It's I'm busy promoting, which is bad. It should have been pre-done. I should have had my promo done in there. I'm going to put it down. Hey, good evening, Albuquerque, and Parts Beyond, because
we're actually, believe it or not, we're listening to worldwide. Believe it or not.
Cheers to all my pals and my non-pals and my new pals. Yeah. So welcome to summer, because we have the solstice. We're officially in summer, and we have all this extra light. Like I said in my routine the other night, it's time to rise and shine. Haven't had a lot of rising going on in my neck of the woods. And I'm a little nervous about the shining, because I really all on Jack Nicholson. I'm going to get her started on her Jack Nicholson.
Oh, no.
I better watch out.
I'll try not to.
I'll better watch out. Nicolina's on a little Jack Nicholson kick here. But,
yeah.
Hey, praise be. I've been watching Handmaid's Tale, like a lot of you have been. It's very addicting.
Have you seen the original Handmaid's Tale?
I haven't seen
it. It was made in the 80s, and Natasha Richardson was actually in it. And I'm trying to remember. I want to call it was... what is his name? The other actor, but yeah, it was a movie. It was.
Well, let me tell you, this new Handmaid's Tale is going to definitely trigger a lot of bedroom play. Let me tell you.
You think
so?
Yeah,
people are going to totally go Kingster on that. Mm-hmm. I can just see a bunch of girls in little red dresses and bonnets. Lining up in the bedroom. Well, I don't know. You haven't seen the scenes, right?
I'll tell you, it won't be me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Robert Duvall. That's who God, I remember the man.
Well, I just know that the kink is coming. Mm-hmm. And this Halloween, there's going to be so many Handmaids costumes. That and Wonder Woman. Oh my God, she was so hot.
You know what I'm going to be for Halloween?
Tell me.
You remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
Yeah, I remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Do you remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
I do remember Chitty Chitty.
Do you remember the child catcher?
No.
Where they're hiding in the little village because the king and the queen is afraid of children, so all the children have been put in jail. Well, there's a child catcher who comes around saying, "I've got candy," and he's got this big nose, and I totally want to be The Child Catcher
Oh,
for
you
Halloween.
Twisted woman.
Absolutely.
You.
That's my goal.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to Halloween. Before I put on a Wonder Woman outfit, I should probably drop another 10 pounds. But you know what? Actually, Wonder Woman was pregnant during the filming, and they had to green screen her belly.
The real one?
The one they just made.
Oh, okay.
The actress, she's absolutely gorgeous. Yes. Oh, I don't want to talk about her anyway. But, she's so hot. But anyway, she was pregnant, and they green screened her belly so they could finish the production. She's doing all these moves, and they have a green screen. Look it up, and the people filming saw her belly going back and forth, but they put the little green triangle on it, and they blipped it out in the movie. How funny! How hot would it have been if Wonder Woman was pregnant doing all that? But of course, she's very naive in the movie. It would kind of hurt the plot line, but. Anyway,
I didn't see
totally
Wonder Woman,
fun.
believe it or not.
Totally fun. I went with my granddaughter and my grandson and my daughters, and it's so much fun. I know my granddaughter's going to be running around going with the little arm bracelet. I want some arm bracelets now.
I have some arm bracelets.
Yeah.
I have a Wonder Woman costume.
But the new one is really even hotter because she gets to wear like a full-length cape. So it'll be cool, especially if it gets cold. For Halloween. But today we have the bucket list, Nicolina.
We do.
And before we get further, definitely I want to add on to what was said. Dirty Girls Comedy is here. That is the comedian stylings of Judith Edwards and Nicolina Nix. We have decided we're birds of a feather, and we have a similar, we haven't really talked about it on the podcast, but similar.
We talked about it once.
Well, but I'm talking about generational
Absolutely.
wise. There's a difference there. Our experience is unique to our generation. I mean, there's a ton of us baby boomers out there. Although technically, we realize she is a Generation Xer and I am a boomer, so I'm boomer baby. I'm older, but I am the youngest of the boomer babies. So I'm going to hold on to that title really hard. So, what I think is really cool is that we do have a unique voice to bring to the audience and to the world. But Nicolina also and I are very diverse in where we come from. One of us has been in the box, and one of us was like sitting on the box dancing. So
don't judge.
Stripping on
don't
the
judge. Don't judge.
Hey, sex positive. I gave you your stickers today.
Don't judge.
That was another show, but we already did the sex positive show. But truly, he won't be listening. But shout out to Dr. David Lay, who's done a lot of work about shame around sexuality, and someday I hope to reach out to him and talk to him about this very subject. Coming out and in the box and around the box of shame and where we came from is.
I'm one of those people. I like to color outside the line with all the colors.
I was too scared to even color because I was waiting for someone to tell me that it was okay to color and to make sure that I double checked, triple checked, quadruple checked that I was still using the right color crayon. So I think we're a really good balance when it comes to comedy. Because
so if you would, okay, so let's take it in this perspective. So if we're going to talk about character-wise, let's talk about, let's base this on Sex and the City. You are much more a Charlotte.
Yes. Charlotte has way better legs, but yes.
And I am much more, I'm a Samantha. I'm totally,
Samantha.
I'm okay with that. And I've always been okay with that.
It's Samantha and Charlotte, and it's okay. And you know what? They all have their beauty, and together they make this an amazing, pair. So watch out for Dirty Girls Comedy. We're here. We're live. How do they say? We're here. We're here.
We're here. We're loud and proud.
Yeah, I get used to it. I am working on some new material. And aren't we always, right? We're always working on new material, and then you get stuck, and then you're like, oh my God, I'll never tell another joke again. I was ready to quit after Friday night's show. Like, I was not funny. But it's okay, because we all have those moments, we all have those times. But tonight's topic, like Nicolina was saying, is
the bucket list.
So, I was telling Nicolina that Miss Nikki, that I was having an existential crisis, like, oh my God, life, what's the word? And she came up with a really wonderful solution. Because Miss Nicolina won't talk about it, but she is an excellent, wonderful, booming life coaching business, and started talking to me about the bucket, this wonderful bucket list. And we've got the book, and if you Tune in later. We'll have a picture of it. It's available at any bookstore.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
I mean, who knew you could get your act together for $8.45 plus 6.793445% tax here in Albuquerque.
And really, and some of these, if you think about this, and some of these, they're things that you probably have already done. You probably have already done. You probably may not have realized that you've done. And then, and then there's things that you still haven't done. And then there's things that damn well you're never going to do. And at my point, my philosophy in that is create your own.
Absolutely.
Do something outside the box.
Yeah. But I think what we could do tonight, Nicolina, is we're going to take a couple of things from the bucket list, and then we're going to add a bucket.
A bucket list.
A bucket to the bucket.
Well, I had
because we want balance, and after all, it's women and wine, and even though we haven't, we're bursting into the second bottle, although the first one was already half done. But
the first one is still,
it's still alive. It's still
alive.
I love my Pinot. I love my Pinot. So tell them. What are you opening?
I'm opening the Barefoot Moscato, which I'm not a big sweet wine drinker, but because I know it's you, I'm going to drink some sweet wine.
I have graduated. Okay, so when I started doing comedy 4 years ago, and I hadn't...
This is not my vibrator, guys.
Oh, yes, it is. She's smiling. Oh, my God. Oh, yes.
I started playing the music in the background again. Oh, that's how excited I got. Sorry for the background music.
And just like that, the cork came out.
I had to drown out that sound somehow. So
I've never seen such a fancy decorker.
I was pretty excited about this. I got this for $2.50. $2.50
Can you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? It sounds like bliss, but it really is just an
uncorker. I've been uncorked.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can wait. You got to hear the sounds because
that's one of the things.
The point of Women, Wit, and Wine. Yes. We're still looking for. We're still looking for our corporate sponsor. And
absolutely,
we'll get there.
And that's one of the things is yes, definitely. I'm looking for local wineries to kind of definitely sponsor us because all of our local wineries because I would like to promote it. I know.
I've actually I do have a little plug, and I doubt that they'll ever hear it, but I still have to talk about it. Recently, someone turned me on to, not that kind of turn on, damn it, I told you it's a drop, but someone turned me on to a lovely rosé from, oh my gosh, Gruet, and it's not available. Even in their winery, you have to. They only have it at Costco right now, if you can believe that locally. But it's a lovely rosé, but this little stinker has a great full body taste. It's lovely. It's pretty pink. It's really beautiful, nice clarity, nice touch on the tongue, and it's just really yummy. I think it's a 2014 vintage. So if you can see some rosé 2014 from Gruet, you need to snatch it up. It's really good stuff. It's surprising, interesting.
Well, one of the things it's very funny as I was telling Dawn. They said there's a winery in here's a winery in Hood River, Oregon, not New Mexico, but Hood River.
Hood River,
yeah. And one of my goals is to get some of the wines from there because I love the names. They're called it's called it's complicated. Bareback, dominatrix. Foreplay. Yeah.
And who likes the irony?
I don't know because I brought you some irony, and it was so funny because when I brought her the irony, there's an irony board in the laundry room that says irony on it.
Yeah. Yes, I have a little. Yes, I do. That was not good radio. That was a lot of ums in there, but
did I do a lot of?
No, I did. I did.
I did a lot of ums.
I'm the queen. It's not appropriate.
Luckily, we're not on a teleprompter because it might be
So, but when I first started doing comedy, and a lot of them are held in breweries, unfortunately, I never, ever learned to drink beer. Part of my lovely, interesting, kind of repressive background. And what they had it was at Nexus. They did have a Moscato. And I started drinking Moscato, which is like Kool-Aid. And it's very sweet, and I love it. And I'm really proud to say I've really branched out. I'm drinking I've got a Pinot here. I've done some Chardonnays, and I actually drink some reds now, but I'm not as good at my reds as I am my whites.
It's very funny. I think that one of the things is, and like I said, I like my wine like I like my humor, dark and dry.
Dark and dry.
And I think that's a good T-shirt for women, wet and white.
Yeah.
Another one is when you're feeling a little whiny, Merlot, Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. I'm a white. If I say I'm a white girl, it's like really not a good time in this country right now to say that you're white. Did you like white? That you're into? No, I can't. But I'll just keep sipping and be quiet.
I bought my daughter a shirt called, and it was from a group called Heathen, and it was called the thing on the shirt that said "Support your local white girl."
Support your local, oh dear.
But it was from a band. Yes. I mean, so it wasn't anything. I just thought it was kind of funny when I saw it. I thought, oh my God, I have to buy that because it's my daughter's size.
Oh, there you go.
I buy her shirts. I bought her terrible shirts. I went to the Texas Frightmare weekend and I bought her one that said "Send like you mean it."
Good. Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, they didn't have my size, or I would have bought my size.
Yeah. Well, oh my gosh, growing up and then how I survived my childhood and how I made it through and beyond and into the situations that, we all find ourselves in interesting ones. I'm not going to go on about it tonight, but having rules and being in a box and trying to be the proper woman was the way I was able to survive and to give myself some self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, but I'm now a proper woman and it's okay. It doesn't matter where I'm from. I'm proper. So the fact that I had opinions and ideas and crazy and a freak in my closet that I just didn't even feed. Poor thing, my little freak in the closet almost starved to death. And now
she's feeding it.
And now I'm feeding her, and she is just getting really outrageous. But just coming into my own skin and being free. And unfortunately, it's like we are doing this. I won't speak for you, but it's like the 7th inning stretch of my life. I mean, there's still several really exciting innings to go, and it's not over yet. And you can go into overtime.
It's interesting because you talk about 7th inning
stretch. It's a good time. It's a fun time.
I know, but
that's when you get to sing
I've done so much. I mean, that's the whole thing. I've done so much. I'm like one of those people. I've gone out and I've done it, but I think that really, but I don't know that I was at peace with my soul while I was doing it. I don't regret anything that I've done.
No regrets.
I don't have any regrets.
Absolutely. However, don't do any good. You can
However,
to do things different.
Now I'm thinking about them in a different perspective of, that's just not. It's part of the building block of who I am today. Which is kind of why I can come from it when you were talking about, let's say, the life coaching thing. I can come from this perspective because a lot of this I've already done. I've been there. I've had the 3 marriages, divorces, the abusive relationships, the abusive, neglected parent, the mediocre jobs, and however, and settling for relationships. I've done all of that. And now it's time that I can definitely take that life experience for myself and be able to help people.
Turn it around, a lot of times people you can be insulted, you can be put down, you can be, denigrated. That was a nasty little song on my phone. Sorry about that. For what has happened, people could say, oh my gosh, you've done all these things. What could you know? But you know what? If someone's going to be working on my car, I want to know that they have repaired a few of those things in their life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you don't know how to repair a car, a fixed car. You know what I mean? The car has to be broken. So, honest to goodness, I want someone who's actually worked on a car and knows what's going on. And the fact that, you say you have 3 marriages? Oh, then perhaps you know a thing or two about how to handle a divorce, right? I mean, yeah. In the perfect world of Disney, or whatever, that's just
there's no such thing as happily ever after.
No, and happily ever after was a story. It was a fairy tale, and also that's fact. Also, marriage, when people live to be about, a few 100 years ago, 100 years ago, 150 years ago, someone will correct me, I'm sure, when the lifespan was, 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your lifetime, yeah. And women, we're living longer, and there are hints and signs and little glimmerings of ways that we may be able to live a lot longer. People that are 20 years old right now, oh my gosh, the technology they're working on right now, they have an opportunity. They may never even, experience half the crap that we have to. If, as a people, I don't just mean as a nation, but as, around the world, that we don't end up like blowing each other up. As long as we can keep some peace and allow science and technology and philosophy and all these wonderful things to go on, rather than blowing each other up. Mm-hmm. 20, 30-year-olds right now, oh my gosh. They may never even have to deal with, like cellulite or...
Oh, yeah, they do. They do.
Okay.
My 23-year-old has cellulite. So,
all right, okay, so bad example, but maybe benign prostatic hypertrophy, okay?
Yeah.
The guys may not have to deal with their prostates getting soggy and pressing on their parts. I'm just saying. Well,
I guess that's a possibility.
It's a possibility. I mean, men are in science. Of course, they're going to come up with a prostate cure before they come up with, a cure for breast cancer. But they're better with.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because I really do think that because I believe that breast cancer has been more at the forefront of
actually it has. I mean,
what other awareness than prostate cancer.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that is true. And what other disease do you know can sell everything from M&Ms to a new cookbook? So.
I'm pretty sure a herpes cure couldn't solve that. I'm just saying, herpes M&Ms.
It's not happening. Not happening. No.
What's these little bumps on this M&M?
I take a lot of offense the way they use diseases to sell products. They say, oh, well, for every, dollar that you, for every package you buy, whatever, we got the little pink ribbon. I'm about pink ribboned out. Because it's bullshit. The companies could give the money without the pink ribbon and to sell M&Ms. They're not. I totally am. I'm not against helping it. I have some really dear friends and a very dear friend right now who's fighting breast cancer as we speak. She'll be starting radiation right after the 4th of July, and I know she's going to be going through a lot. I'm just saying that it's been utilized as a selling device, but. On to the bucket list. Let's take a look. So this is really a cool book. I wish we could, we'll definitely post
we'll post pictures. I actually kind of looked it up and I couldn't find it.
So it starts out very exciting.
Very exciting.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
The first thing on your bucket list is to go skydiving.
Cliche.
I've already done the skydiving thing.
I know.
And let me tell you. It was nothing like you really thought it was. It was basically me falling 5 feet off of a ladder on my back. That's kind of like skydiving.
Mm-hmm. That's cliche. I give one thumbs down for starting the book with skydiving.
Well, yeah, I do. I think it really, I really think that it's a book that you should, and I don't think that it says you have to go in order.
No, of course not.
Although it does say activity number 1. Dude, I mean, I'm not going to go skydiving the first time coming out of the stall.
Yeah, but nevertheless, it's still an exciting idea.
What is
the book is a great fun thing. I wish I would have thought of it.
One of my bucket lists would be...
I hope they're getting rich,
Let's talk about it. What's on your first bucket list? One of my bucket list is to go to Ireland.
Go to Ireland.
That's a bucket list for me. That's the before I die kind of thing. But some of these are freaking kind of funny that you would never think that you would think about.
There's a few in there, and we're going to be doing them, so watch out. We're going to be posting it on YouTube.
Definitely. Hopefully we'll be posting them on YouTube. We'll be getting our camera that definitely we can utilize to film all this stuff.
This is going to be fun.
GoPro,
yeah, we're going to GoPro. And any filmmakers out there who want to hop on board.
Yeah.
Any aspiring filmmakers want to come along? We'll take a cameraman.
Yeah.
We might even negotiate other payment opportunity. Okay, maybe not, but okay, continue.
That's the innocent one speaking, by the way.
Yeah, the other one. I was talking about brownies.
Dance in a conga line. Mm-hmm. There we go. That's an easy. Take a pottery class.
Take a pottery class. Okay, so you know what? I want a pottery class. Okay.
Go skinny dipping in a lake.
Let's go back to pottery class. A la bucket list.
That's a fuck it.
What comes into mind when you say pottery class and fuck it list?
Are you talking about that scene from Ghost?
Oh,
yeah, I'm not even into that one.
I want to be felt up while I'm turning a pottery wheel.
I'm just like wanting to be felt up. I don't even need to turn a pottery wheel.
But it looks sensuous and slippery and slidey and very,
While we're at it, why don't we just do a 9.5 week scene too? However, you'd be awfully disappointed in my refrigerator. You've never seen that scene.
No.
The refrigerator scene.
No, I missed it.
Oh, you're going to have to watch it.
No, I am. Okay, so pottery is on the bucket list. Okay, next one. You said, there was
skinny dipping in a lake.
Dipping in a lake.
We might film that, but you're not going to see.
We'll have to have those fuzzies. We'll have to have those fuzzies, and they have to be really large for Nicolina and moderately sized for me.
Wait, I have to go get this.
And I need a little like a fuzzy triangle. So I actually out there. This is really any of you want to be an aspiring filmmaker? You have two eager actresses ready to go for it. So so in a lake. So we're open to suggestions to which lake we should go skinny dipping in. I've only done it in a pool. I have done it in a pool, and it was in my backyard.
Skinny dipping?
Yeah, I've done it in my pool.
I did skinny dipping. It might have been 8 or something like that.
I know I did, and I remember. Okay, this is really bad.
You have to look really close at me. I have the censor bar across my mouth.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah,
that's pretty much what's going to happen to me.
So what I've asked is that we do need anybody wants to go suggesting a lake that we can go skinny dipping in. Bring it on. We should go. Let's put it out there. Let's make the skinny dipping happening this summer.
This summer. Oh, we could do that.
Let's go. We're going to go skinny dipping. So it's out there. Dirty girls are going skinny dipping. Hit us up, message us, and see if you want to come along. And we're still looking for take a cameraman. Okay.
I'm not going to adopt a dog. Sorry.
Oh, adopt a dog is on the list. She's turning pages, people.
I'm turning pages because, sorry, I've already got 3.
Yeah, no.
And 2 aren't even mine.
Okay, so...
Ooh, we could do that one. An Alice in Wonderland themed dinner party.
Okay. I'll throw that.
I can come as the Mad Hatter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Alice in Wonderland themed dinner party will be held in July 2017 at my house.
That's right.
Also, message us. If you message us, you can get an invitation, but you have to dress up. So if you need to message me on Facebook, Judith Edwards, and you can have an invitation to my Alice in Wonderland themed dinner party. So far for the month of July, we have skinny dipping in a lake. In a lake. Why does it have to be a lake? Oh my gosh.
You want to go skinny dipping in a pool? I can get you a pool.
A pool? No, it's a lake. No, it has to be a lake. Are there going to be like slimy? No, wait a minute.
Are you sure?
We don't have. Wait a minute. There's no leeches in New Mexico.
Is there? Not really.
Do catfish crawl up? Up?
No.
Are you?
They're bottom feeders.
Suckers.
They're bottom feeders.
They're bottom feeders.
Yes.
Nicolina.
not that kind of bottom.
I'm not ready for full-on anal yet. Okay, just kind of like
no bottom feeding for Judith. Just saying.
I mean, I want to.
There's no butthole surfing for Judith.
I'm ready to like open myself up to that experience.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
It's gonna take some.
I'll be honest with you. It's fucking overrated.
It's overrated. See,
it's overrated.
Okay, so now we're talking about the fuck it list, and we're going to talk about
the fuck it list.
So, what is the attraction for men? Okay, we're going to talk about fuck it list. It's tight.
It's tight.
Some of us are tight.
We might be, but it's tight.
Like how? Like not the whole orifice.
It's almost like it's forbidden. It's tight. Yeah.
Mm.
It's kind of
this naughty?
This forbidden concept and tight.
Is it naughty? Is it because it's naughty and dirty and I'm doing something dirty and naughty and
I don't know. I've never really asked. For men that like that kind of stuff.
Well, again, I'm going to ask Whoever listens.
But it's a trust issue. It really is a trust issue. Here's the thing that people don't understand is within. It's definitely a trust issue. I have to, as somebody that's receiving something that's a little bit larger than a thermometer in my ass.
Oh God. Breathe. I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to stay calm. So how many shades of red am I? Okay.
A little bit larger than a thermometer in my ass. I have to feel like I can trust you, and it's not like, there's this misconception of.
Are you hearing of something about breathing?
You know what? It's very interesting.
Have to breathe.
Well, here, let's talk about this. I have this book, and it's called it's a book about sex, written by Nina Hartley, and Nina Hartley is a lifelong porn queen. She was huge in our growing up days. No,
okay.
But she wrote a book, and she talks about how in porn movies, how they make it look like it's so easy. And, and really what people don't realize is that with anal sex, they have to still be prepped to get there. You just don't get to shove it in. It has, there's preparation to it. It's not as easy as, so you have this misconception of what people see in porn movies about anal sex, about love. You just slide it right in there. No, you can't. You can't. You got to get it you got to work it. And, and it was really an interesting read. And I lent it to a friend, and I'm going to have to get the book back. But, the whole book was an interesting read in what, she said. It's like people have this misconception of that it's just such an easy thing. But again, it's taboo because, it's tight, it's virginal. It's almost like it's virginal.
Oh, I get to be virginal again. Okay. Well, but then once it's broke, it's broke. But apparently, no. And it's
speak for yourself.
But no, I'm not. No, honey, no. Mm-mm.
No, I'm not. No, I don't.
I work it, girl.
And it is different. It's just
well. I suppose that'll be.
And that's probably more than people need to know about me, but whatever.
Well, here it is, Little Miss freaking. No, so it's So that's probably on my bucket list. Okay,
there's your bucket list. My bucket list.
It's on my bucket list.
I don't know that I have a bucket list.
Well, I'll go south, but it better not be a catfish while we're in the lake.
What is a bucket list, really?
Well, you tell me.
Is it for me? A bucket list is all the people I'd like to still fuck. But
my bucket list is all the things that I never have done or wanted to do my whole life sexually. I have a list.
I have
a list because. Those that know me, I don't want to get into it, and I don't want to be family and all that. They shouldn't be listening to this podcast.
I don't have a list.
I very much lived in a situation where, let's just say, I was unable to express myself sexually for many years, and so in my mind there were things I always thought would be wonderful to do. So I do have a little bucket list in my head, and okay, so we just explored the one that's on it. It's on my list. But like I said, it better not be a damn catfish out there in the lake when we go skinny dipping this month.
I'm just letting you know that catfish are not likely to be towards the surface. They are much deeper.
I know, you said they were bottom feeders, and that's what got me scared.
Yeah, they don't want to feed on your bottom. They're mud suckers.
Mud suckers, okay. There's, no mud there. Okay, so skinny dipping. So, have you done skinny dipping like in a pool, in a private party? Where have you been naked before?
Where haven't I been naked? Maybe that should be the question.
Oh, ooh la la. All right. It's okay. Where haven't you been?
Where haven't I been? I don't know.
Maybe there's not a thing in the bucket list of going naked anywhere.
Streaking. Okay. I think there is a streaking thing in here. Absolutely. All right. But wasn't there a ride your bike naked day kind of thing?
There is in Chicago. I think it is.
There's one in Santa Fe.
My daughter was working. She had been sent to Chicago to work, and one day she gets off work and she walks outside, and it was like, oh my. And it was National Ride Your Bike Naked Day. And there was like hundreds of people on bicycles with various parts flying free. And it was quite the day. It was quite the day. I don't know that I really want to ride my bike naked. I'm just not really interested in all those chains and things and wind and boobs flopping. And although Yeah. So where would be an interesting place to be naked?
I've done a wet t-shirt contest.
You've done a wet t-shirt? Oh, I haven't.
Yeah.
Well, the old girl. Well, no, the girls are better than they used to be. Let me tell you, weightlifting is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I just think it's a security thing about what you feel like you look like.
Well, in the end, no one's perfect. This whole view of what people actually look like is so skewed by the media and all the filters and all the, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All the things we can do. I mean, do I look like my pictures on Facebook? I do, but they're my best angles. Come on.
Do I look like my pictures on Facebook? Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I've been kind of protective of my image, but they're fairly accurate. But no, I try and get the best angle and the best look, and it's okay. I am who I am. I'm fine with it. I do like to put a best foot forward. So what's the next one? Try a martial art. Ooh.
Here's maybe the thing is
that's on the bucket list. Try a martial art. Not this month.
And that doesn't mean getting yourself arrested by a federal marshal in handcuffs.
Isn't that like a game? That sounds like a scene to me. Okay.
It totally is. Plant a tree. We can plant a tree. Can we plant a tree this time?
We'll plant a tree. Yeah, well, it's better in the fall, but we can do that. Where do you want a tree, Nikki?
Not anywhere near my house.
Not anywhere near your plumbing lines.
Yeah, period. Not any. I'm pretty much. I think I'm set on trees.
I'll reach my goal weight. Fuck it. I've done my goal weight. It was overrated. Okay, I reached my goal weight, and if I live on air, I can be at my goal weight. I'm not at my goal weight anymore. I was very proud of being at my goal weight, but to be at my goal weight and to live there, I can't eat food.
Get a tattoo.
Oh, I'm doing that.
But
I'm going to do that. I'm going to get my first tattoo, and I'm looking for volunteers to come down and hold my hand.
We should. I don't know.
I need to actually. I need to go.
If I'm going to be here, October is going to have it Friday the 13th.
Oh. No, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm really kind of torn about it because it's permanent, and I'm. It's so outside my box. Like,
is it outside your box?
It's outside my box of because Sunday school moms don't have tattoos.
I'm not a Sunday school mom. I'm pretty damn sure I might burst in flames if I ever went into a church.
I'm not a Sunday school mom. I'm spiritual, but I'm not a Sunday. So I'm getting a phoenix on my.
We could slide down a fireman's pole.
Okay, so that goes on Nicole's bucket list too. So she's looking for a fireman.
Oh no, I've already slid down one of those.
Oh, TMI.
Now I was talking about the literal pole.
I do. Okay. So next page.
Learn to say celebrate Dia de los Muertos. That's November.
Yeah.
Attend a drive-in movie. I think there's only one in New Mexico anymore.
Start a blog and keep it going for at least a year. Well, there's a real one.
Party at Coachella. See, we can do a murder mystery dinner.
What does it say?
Attend a murder mystery dinner.
We could do that.
I could do that
in August.
I can do that in August. I could do that at Terry's house probably.
Well, there's one here in town. Is it still at the Sheraton?
Yeah.
Oh, an actual host.
I would host one.
Oh, those are fun. Being a play, I did that before. I went to an audition. They loved me. I auditioned for a local play in local theater. They liked me a lot.
Change our hairstyle. Oh my God.
Oh, I can't change my hairstyle.
Why?
I already have. I went back to bangs. That was huge for me. I was huge because I thought I was too old to have bangs. Can you believe that? I thought I was too old for bangs.
Have a water balloon fight.
Okay. Oh, in a wet t-shirt? I mean, in a white t-shirt with no bra.
Participate in an open mic.
Well, we've done that one. Hot air balloon. Start a weekly game with friends. Earn a medal or trophy in a competition. I have a shelf full of trophies from my powerlifting.
Throw myself a birthday party. I'd do that anyway.
Well, I'm going to be throwing myself a birthday party in August. A really big one because it's not a really big birthday, but it's a really old birthday.
We could do it at Terry's. Because there's a pool.
There's a pool. Yeah. I'm thinking
And a pool table.
I'm thinking of doing a crazy VIP at that stupid little bar that's all for the 20-somethings. But why not? Why not bring some?
What little bar?
Casa Sensia.
Oh.
Yeah, with all the 20-year-olds. Yeah. No. It's okay. I can, like, smear 50-ness all over that place. I don't mind. We can also bring cards for our comedy. Go to a luau.
Go to a luau. I've been to one. But, hey, jump in a bouncy castle as an adult. That would be crashing birthday parties at the park.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so crashing birthday parties. We're going to have to try that one.
Dress up in disguise for a day. Oh, I could do that easily.
All right. Again, we need our cameraman.
Try mud wrestling.
Mud wrestling. Is anyone interested in trying some mud wrestling with us?
Post something to YouTube.
Well,
I'll be doing that later.
Yeah.
Get into the VIP room.
Get into a VIP.
Get on stage at a concert.
Write an ebook.
Visit a vineyard. Going. You can totally do that.
I've done that. I just did that.
Really?
Recently.
But we haven't done that.
We haven't done it. Okay.
Shit.
Kiss under a mistletoe. Under a mistletoe. Kiss under mistletoe. Okay. We'll definitely do that this December.
Gamble in Vegas.
Go on a spiritual retreat. I've been on so many of those.
Throw a dart on a map and go where it lands.
Alrighty.
That's a road trip.
That's a road trip. And then do open mics all the way.
Yeah.
Shower under a waterfall.
See, there you go. You can do that. Try yoga.
Go to yoga.
I try yogurt every once in a while.
Okay, now you get 2 points if you can say that correctly.
Which one?
This one.
Learn to play the didgeridoo.
Yes. Is there any didgeridoo players in our listening world?
I actually know one, but unfortunately he's my ex.
So
I have a picture of him.
We're looking for a didgeridoo.
I have a picture of him playing it naked.
That's nice. You can keep that to yourself if you
We could go milk a cow.
Oh, I've milked a cow. I don't want to milk a cow. It's hard to milk a cow.
It is not.
Okay, so let's come up with a.
Let's get a taxi and follow that car.
Okay, so there's one here. What you couldn't hear because she was whispering is.
No, you can hear. You could hear.
Oh, so sorry.
It's a boom mic, man.
Oh, so get in a taxi and yell, "Follow that car." There's a whole video there. So come on, you're going to have to come forward here. Kiss an elephant's trunk. Is it a real elephant? Because that sounds like it could go on the bucket list.
I'm sorry, Harold. I'm afraid if I give it a good night, it might be up again.
That sounds like a bucket list handle there.
Okay, take a sailing trip somewhere.
I know. I should call my sailing connection, huh?
Yeah, but you can't do it without me.
I know. We have to take a sailing trip. So what I'm going to throw out there is to someone to let us know what you think should belong on a bucket list.
Absolutely.
I mean, what should be there towards, like the end of your life? What is something you want to look back and say, you know what, I did it? And as you're looking back, hey, I fucked it. What would be there?
Right? Play strip poker.
I've never played strip poker.
There's a game.
I got
plenty of friends that would join it.
Oh, strip poker game. Okay. $5 buy-in.
That's right.
Okay. I'm going to have to work on that one. Isn't that when you wear like 12 layers of clothing?
No.
Okay, ride a mechanical bull. That's definitely one we got to do.
And we can do that. We can go over here to Dirty Bourbon and go.
Dirty Bourbon?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to require me having to listen to country music.
We don't only have to be there long enough to do the bull.
I mean, I'm going to have to take like Dramamine before we go because I really have a serious problem with country music. Oh, Just
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Sorry. Just
Here, we can make a bucket list.
make a bucket list. I am still looking for people to come on and give us some suggestions, folks.
Come on.
Come on.
Learn how to surf and go surfing. See, we could kill two birds with one stone. Go on a cruise, on the sailboat,
And then go surfing.
and learn how to go surfing in that cold ass water. We can go back to LA and walk on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
All right.
You know who's getting one? You know who's getting their star?
Who?
RuPaul.
Oh, RuPaul. She's so beautiful.
Wow.
Even if it is all makeup and wigs, she can work it.
Read the Bible.
Let's keep going. Turn another page. It's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Visit a volcano. Visit a wax museum. Sunbathe on a yacht. See? Sailboat, yacht.
I'm looking for a yacht. Anybody out there got a yacht?
We can sing at a karaoke club. We can do that. That's easy.
Oh, God. If I sung in a karaoke club...
There's stuff every night. And then, of course, there's half of this thing that is definitely creates it in the back. Of what you can do whatever you want to do.
So I want to hear more about your bucket list. You kind of avoided it.
My bucket list was just kind of a joke.
No, it's not.
Well, it sure was. And I'll be honest with you. Two of the people on my bucket list are done. They're dead. Dead. D-E-D, dead.
Who were they?
Can't tell you.
Oh.
Leonard Nimoy. I loved him.
Oh, you just need to find a Leonard Nimoy lookalike.
I know. It had to be Leonard Nimoy.
Well, okay.
And Richard Hatch, not the gay one on Survivor. The one on Battlestar Galactica. Richard Hatch, he just died. Oh, and Alan Rickman died. Dude.
Okay, so I'm going to make a personal plea out here. Is there someone in the greater Albuquerque, Santa Fe, perhaps Colorado, we could even split over to Arizona, who plays a really good Leonard Nimoy that could pull it off?
No.
Nicolina really needs to be laid by him. She wants to be laid by Spock. Have you seen her license plate? Oh, yeah. She needs to be laid by a Leonard Nimoy lookalike. So,
not going to happen.
If you look like him, if you sound like him, I'm putting it out there in the universe because Nicolina believes in the universe.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
It's coming to her. I can feel the.
However,
analytical. It's an analytical fuck.
However,
what is so compelling about the Spock? It's the analytical.
Oh, I think that's.
It's logical.
I just always loved him.
Logical.
No, I mean honestly,
do you want a man that's going to break out his
No,
what do you call that thing? You use it in geometry, the little measure, so you're at the correct angle, your legs are at the correct angle for entrance.
No, you want to know what my attraction to Leonard Nimoy is?
What is it? A protractor. You want a guy that pulls out a protractor and applies it to your thighs.
He should pull out his protractor.
Protractor to your thighs before you begin to make sure you're at the correct coital angle.
No.
And the ambient temperature is the
Let me tell you.
Okay.
My attraction to Leonard Nimoy
right,
wasn't necessarily just about him being Spock. It was that he wrote poetry. He was just such an amazing, talented man. He was a photographer. He wrote poetry. He was... I liked him as an actor. I just loved everything about him. And it was really his poetry that drew me in. Yeah. So, to him. When I was in high school. But then I also realized that half the time, now as an adult as somebody, an adult, why my mom was so freaked out about all the posters of Richard Hatch and Dirk Benedict on my wall.
Oh yeah, this room is awesome.
But do you remember Battlestar Galactica, right?
I remember vaguely. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't quote.
Richard Hatch and Dirk Benedict posters all over my fucking wall. However, I realize now why my mom was so bothered by it, because they were her age.
You know what's terrible about, I liked older men. I enjoyed older men. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to enjoy older men. I was, married for like 30 years. Anyway, but now at this age, the older men, they're like in a nursing home. So yeah, it's time to dip. I wanted to share something, if I could. It's a little more serious.
Go ahead.
But I wanted to share something that I had written. It's just really very short, and I posted it today, and probably like one person read it.
I read it.
I wanted to share it about, and as it applies to the bucket list thing, So I'm going to give it a go. So just kind of the essence of where I'm at right now. So to be free, to fly, to live a creative life. The older I get, the more precious these ideas are. To feel life, a breeze, catch a whiff of honeysuckle on a summer night, the pink glance of morning light before the heat sets in, small little reminders of the brilliance of the universe. When I'm gone, notice these things and smile, and Judy must be near. So these are the things that I want to experience. I experience them daily, and on a bigger note, like doing the fun, crazy things. But it's the subtle, little, gentle things I've learned as I've gotten older that really give me joy. Really give me deep joy.
Who called you Judy? That's all I want to know.
Well, I've been Judy my whole life. I've only been Judith the last 3-4 years.
I've never called you Judy.
I know.
Judy.
I know. I switched to Judith after my divorce.
That's okay.
And it's the reason why, but I've been Judy since I was like knee-high to a duck. But you know how we don't choose our names, they're given to us? So when I divorced, I was like, I want to be something different. I want to be something new. So I told people I was Judith. But, so my ex and my kids never see me as Judith. They're like, what?
Yeah.
What? I mean, Judith and Judy is like Debbie and Deborah. I mean, it's really very subtle. It's nothing very much. And, I almost wanted like a whole new name when I divorced and when I was going through the process of like performing, and I felt like, well, I'm different because I want to live my own life. And I was living the life everyone else gave to me, just like the name that was given to me.
Yeah.
And so I did it. And I guess when I wrote this, I used Judy because that's how the people who know me from the beginning would refer to me.
It's very funny because I'll tell you a story when I went to work at a job and somebody says, Nicolina, that sounds so formal. What do your friends call you? And I told her, asshole.
Cheers. And with that, we say women, wit, and wine.
That's right.
We're right at 6:00 now, right?
Oh, we started at 5:11, so
we have a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we do. Totally. I mean, but yeah, she goes, "Are you serious?" I went, "Yeah," but really they call me Nikki, but professionally it's Nicolina. Artistic wise, it's Nicolina. Comedy wise, it's Nicolina. The show wise, it's Nicolina.
Yeah. And Judith.
Writing wise, I'm Nicolina.
And Judith is this. It's an adult name. Judy reminds me of a 6-year-old picking her nose, and I think Lily Tomlin's little character.
Her Edith Ann. She was Edith Ann, and
Edith Ann. Yeah, and that's how I was like, no, I'm a woman. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I know what I want.
I just think of Cary Grant going, Jude.
I know. I lived with that my whole life. That and Hey Jude.
Hey, you know what? I grew up with Darling Nikki. Really?
Yeah, Darling Nikki started to grind. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with Darling Nikki. Yeah.
And she started to grind.
So, or the thing is the other thing I grew up with was people would call on the phone and I would get Mickey, Vicky, and Becky.
How did you get Becky?
No fucking idea. However,
it works.
So when I tell people, they go, blah, 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 can I call you Nikki? And says, as long as you don't call me Becky, I think we're okay.
There you go. So here's to a wonderful year. I want to remind everybody, keep your ears open. We're going to be performing. I don't want to, it's not official, but we're going to be performing in a very unusual place, a very exciting place in Old Town. Very unusual, very unique, one of a kind, first time ever, I'm going to say. So watch out. Dirty Girls is a power to be reckoned with. We've been on the sidelines, we've been in, but don't ever underestimate the power of a woman. ever.
I know.
And don't ever underestimate the power of an older woman, because she knows what she's got and she knows how to use it. Exactly. So, bucket list for August. We are going to be, officially, we're putting it out there in public. We're going to go skinny dipping in a lake. Holy cow, I am so scared now. And what else? Oh, I'm going to throw a dinner party.
Yeah.
An Alice in Wonderland dinner party. Actually, yes, I'm going to hit up someone I know. We're going to use their courtyard. So we're going to have an Alice in Wonder dinner party.
Okay.
And what else did we say we'd do this month?
I guess we should probably read this.
I know. Well, it's recorded for posterity.
It probably is, but that means I have to go back and listen to my show.
Yeah, well, you better, girl. Make it. Work it, girl. Yeah. Are you going to snort? You should snort while you're laughing.
Oh, man.
Make it right.
You know, I totally snort. I did just snort. You just missed it.
Yeah, I know.
And
okay. So,
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland dinner party. I will throw it. Hit me up. You have to listen. So you're going to have to listen to the broadcast. Hit me up, and if you ask, you can get an official invitation.
Right.
And we're gonna skinny dip in a lake, and we're looking for someone with a GoPro, if we don't have one yet, to come film us. Oh Lord, have mercy. Bucket list number 2, 3, 4, 5. Item number 1 that we're going to perform.
Okay, so so here's the thing. And it's very funny because in the month of July, we will both be doing open mic on the 15th.
15th?
Of July. Or no, 14th. 14th of
What
July.
is that?
We're open micing.
Oh, we're open micing. Yes, we're headlining. Yeah, we're doing headliners.
On the same day.
Okay,
yeah. It's you and my friend from California, Chandler.
And, yes.
And
open mic with the amazing
headliners, Kevin Kennedy.
Kevin Kennedy is going to give us a chance to go out there and perform again. Thanks again. A shout out to Kevin for allowing me to perform in Vagrant Variety now.
Yeah, I
was flat this last performance, but it was okay. I got some chuckles, but you know, I've been hotter.
I'll be on it next. I'll be on headliners at Rio Bravo Brewery on the 30th with David Roseman.
Love David. Love
Kevin
me some
Kennedy.
David. Yeah.
A few other comedians.
Beautiful.
And I'll be honest with you. Shame on me that I can't recall who they are right now at the moment. But definitely, Mary Bird just shared her post. So, you know, definitely, I'll be out there. And then again, in August, both Judith and I will be doing a happy birthday show to our amazing friend, Mary Bird.
The Queen of Comedy in Albuquerque.
Queen of Comedy.
So, Queen of Albuquerque Comedy.
Really,
shout out to Mary.
So, I don't know if you're listening, Mary, you know, but if you're listening, my only question is can my comedy kind of be a roast? Just asking.
We want to roast you, Mary. But yeah, no, the Queen of Albuquerque Comedy, no one will argue with that, is Mary Bird. It doesn't take anything away from Mary. It doesn't take, it's just Dirty Girls is here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're here.
We're here to support
all women.
Here's the thing: we're here to support women in comedy.
Women in comedy.
We need to move forward. We need to move forward and definitely show that we can just be equally as amazing as, you know.
There was a crazy post going around on Twitter about, you know, there's this little comedy fight going on a larger scale about, you know, can women be funny? And national comedian made this statement that she was the only funny one, her and her friends, and it was a bunch of bullshit going on Twitter. But I will not name her name and just be like, you know, there's room for all of us. That's the funny thing, is there is room for everyone, you know? Don't be worried about what someone else has.
Well, here's the thing.
Just get your piece of the pie.
One of the things that I will say, that I say is that in such a small community that we are in Albuquerque, for example, in Albuquerque, we have such a vast array of talent. And I think that we don't utilize it to the full potential that we could possibly do. We can technically probably have a show every week and not repeat the same comedians. And, you know, and I understand, you know, about loyalty and all of that kind of thing. But again, we're talented. Everybody has this great talent to bring to this, to bring to the stage. And, and it just seems like we're competing against each other. We have shows that are going the same night instead of, why can't we do something to where we're having shows on one night and then the next night, because again, we're not LA, we're not New York, we don't have the population for the attendance. So I think that if we were able to better lay it out and spread it out, we'd have better attendance. We'd have a huge following. To have 20 people in the audience when we have a city of how many people? I think New Mexico is 400,000. New Mexico.
Well, actually, we're getting up there, but it's just to be smart and to work together. And not everybody's comedy style is for everybody. There is a niche for everyone, and knowing your niche. And the thing that it's kind of frustrating is when we do open mic, there may be someone out there performing that is totally not my style. I don't find them funny, but there is someone out there
that's laughing their ass off at them.
And just because someone else's style of comedy doesn't appeal to you doesn't mean there's not an audience out there. And we're really bad in Albuquerque about not listening to each other, about not paying attention, about not giving positive feedback to each other, and constructive feedback.
Definitely, we need to.
And maybe
raising each other up.
Yeah, you know what? There are some young comedians out there. I'd be honest, I don't find what they say funny. In fact, I find it kind of like, what? But I know they have an audience. And another 20-something-year-old young man who's like, oh my God, he's hysterical. But that's not the entire audience in Albuquerque. There is an audience in Albuquerque that appreciates
everybody.
Everybody that appreciates, what Dirty Girls has to say. Dirty Girls comedy. Yeah. It may not be funny to you. May not be, what? I don't understand. I don't want to hear menopause jokes, or I don't want to hear I mean, everybody knows my condom jokes. Then that's not fun. What? But the city has people my age, believe it or not, that within 10, 15 years, that this stuff resonates with them, and it's funny, and there's audience for everyone. It's just like,
right.
People love the shock comedy. Not everybody loves the shock comedy. Some of the shock comedy is offensive and hurtful and painful to some people. I'm not going to exaggerate the pain. I'm not going to exaggerate it and make it sound like, oh my God, you're so horrible. No, because I know you have an audience. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Love it, practice it, work it.
Work your art.
Work your art. Economy of words. That applies whether you're a storyteller or you're a one-liner. Economy of words. Use as few words as possible and cleverly turn them. I love the stuff that I learned way back when I took a class from Sarah Kennedy. Oh my gosh, hard consonants are funny. Why? It just is. Don't question it. Economy of words, the rules of three in comedy. Boom, boom, boom. Take it up a notch. Shock comedy, storyteller, persona, whatever. Punnies. Oh, I love punnies. And the queen of one-liner, or the queen of one-liners in Albuquerque, in my opinion, the person that give a great one-liner, Caitlin Minton. She does a great one-liner. I can't do a one-liner to save my life, but I can tell a story, and I can do it well. And I can learn to, and as I craft my work, I can get economy of words in there. And it's just like support each other. There's different styles, different strokes for different folks.
Right.
And I think it's really important that we support each other and realize that there's many different flavors in that tub at that ice cream store. And we need to
mix it up.
I
mean, here's the thing.
Mix it up.
Mix it up. You can have anybody from a wide variety of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because, as a comedian, for myself, I have a lot of friends, and I do try to promote. I do try to send out my notices. I try to get people to attend. That is like my big goal. I mean, and many shows, the majority of the shows that I've done, that I've really diligently promoted, a third of the audience were people that support me, and so, even if the comedy that's there, they're there to support me. However, you might find that they think you're hilarious. And they might want to start supporting you.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you do this variety of talent, I think that you open yourself up to a bigger following.
Yeah.
So,
well,
anyway,
this has been so much fun.
It has been fun.
And I'm asking you guys. I'm going to be promoting this podcast, so
Right.
I want to hear some feedback. So we're looking.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we're going to be skinny dipping this month in the lake.
Skinny dipping. Wow.
Having a dinner party and
open micing.
open micing and loving it.
Loving it. Loving life.
Because it's too sweet, people.
Here's the thing.
It's too short, and it's just take it from somebody who's, that hill that they talk about being over. Yeah, I've crested it. I have not gone over it. But the view is amazing.
The biggest regrets that we have, absolutely.
Amazing.
The biggest regrets is not necessarily of what we've done in the past. It's about what we haven't done.
Yep, and it's time to get it done.
And now's the time to go out, move forward, and get it done.
Exactly.
Let's grow.
Cheers. Women, Wit, and Wine.
Women, Wit, and Wine.
Woo.
This is Nicolena Nix. You're listening to us, and we'll be back next week. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, and have a good evening. Bye.